Did you know the Gnostics and the Cathars were hunted down for revealing that the god worshipped by empires wasn't the true source? It was a jealous impostor known as the demiurge. But that entity had many, many names. In the ancient East, the gods El, Enlil, Baal, and Moloch were all venerated in overlapping territories, often through sacrifice, conquest, and, of course, fear. Eventually, their traits were combined into a single dominant deity, and that deity became known as Yahweh. Moloch demanded child sacrifice. Baal was a storm god of wrath and domination. Enlil was a Sumerian god who wanted humanity completely wiped out in the flood myth. Yes, the same one in the Bible. And El was the head of the Canaanite pantheon, a war god. Their essence was woven together, creating a single authoritarian figure, one who demanded obedience, worship, fear, and sacrifice. And that god was enthroned by the Abrahamic faith, not out of spiritual purity, but as a tool for empire. So why do they push Yahweh so much? Because the system needs you to worship an outside authority, one that punishes, one that rewards based on compliance. This keeps you externally focused and internally dependent. If you awaken and remember that source is within, the whole structure collapses. So they package this god in righteousness and tradition. They mask control as just have faith and convince billions to unknowingly feed energy into the false light matrix. But what about Jesus? The original Gnostic Christ teachings weren't about worshiping a man. They were about you becoming Christed. The empires twisted it, erased the Gnostic texts, and replaced the message of inner Gnosis with external salvation and submission. Meanwhile, in Israel, where this all originated, some Orthodox groups still spit on Christians in public because they believe Jesus was a false Messiah leading people away from Yahweh. Let that sink in. They reject Christ because he taught a God of love and inner light, and instead uphold the worship of a jealous war deity. The Gnostics knew and the Cathars remembered. They taught that the true source doesn't punish or demand. It's the infinite divine spark within you. But to control you, they replaced that inner knowing with dogma, and now the whole world chants prayers to the same false deity whose roots lie in sacrifice, wrath, and fear. But truth cannot stay buried. The veil is tearing, and you're here to remember what they burned the mystics for. The sacred truth that once set souls free, while they waged war on every path that taught sovereignty over servitude, inner alchemy over blind obedience, and sacred knowing over sacrificial worship. They cloaked control in the guise of freedom and led generations to wait on an external savior, when all along the divine was whispering from within, sending love and so much gratitude. Stay grounded and remember your light has always been enough. May souls be with you.